Very good morning. Welcome back to first year of physics. In the previous class, we started a new chapter, oscillations. In that oscillation, we finished about a displacement relation, velocity relation. On the basis of velocity, we did one problem. Now we'll move to the next parameter that we can say acceleration is the next parameter. On the basis of that acceleration, now we have to find a acceleration also. Here we know acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. Acceleration is nothing but a rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration. But we know V is equal to A omega cos omega t. In the previous notes you check, in the previous class, see velocity expression we derived. This is an expression related to the velocity. So that the acceleration is equal to dV by dt. Now you write here derivation, we can say it like this, d by dt of A omega cos omega t we can. Now you take a differentiation of d by dt of cos omega t. Now differentiation of cos omega t will be, sir, what happens? Here you write will be it is equal to minus sin omega t of omega. Now d by dt of cos omega t you write here, right? Therefore we'll get the expression acceleration will be A omega of minus of sin omega t of omega within the bracket. So that minus A omega square sin omega t we can take. But this is what? It is an acceleration. And here we know let us y is equal to A sin omega t. This is the displacement relation. Here A sin omega t you replace with y. So that is minus, it is A is replaced, A sin omega t is replaced with y, no? It is omega square y. This is an expression related to acceleration. So that from here A also we can say directly proportional to y. This is the expression related to simple harmonic motion. SHM it is, simple harmonic motion. From here also we can take y is equal to, or omega square is equal to A by y. So omega is equal to root over A by y. This is the angular velocity we can say. Angular velocity it is. Clear? Or angular frequency also we can. So it is what it is. It is related to the acceleration. And in this also again we have to take the cases. There are two cases are there. Here you remember, first of all I'll tell you acceleration is nothing but a rate of change of velocity. Here the velocity expression we know V is equal to A omega cos omega t. Then A is equal to d by dt. V you write A omega cos omega t. Then A is equal to A omega, you take a common d by dt of cos omega t. Then d by dt of cos omega t is nothing but a minus sin omega t omega. Therefore you replace minus sin omega t omega. Then minus A omega square sin omega t. Then y is equal to A sin omega t. Therefore here is the displacement relation minus omega square y. Then A directly proportional to minus y, which we can call simple harmonic motion. Omega square is equal to A by y, then omega is equal to root over A by y. This is we can call as the angular velocity. Angular velocity, which we can say omega value. Now in this again we have cases. Case 1 you take. Here you say case 1. Suppose displacement is 0, that we can say mean position. If the particle is at a mean position. Sir, if a particle is at a mean position, what will happen? The acceleration, of course. Acceleration will be minus omega square 0. Then it is become 0, which is we can say minimum speed, minimum acceleration. That mean here at a mean position acceleration is 0. Whereas the velocity at a mean position is maximum. Velocity is maximum. And you go for the case 2. Yes, of course, case 2 is A is equal to minus omega square y. Then A is equal to, that is at an extreme, no? You say extreme in the sense is it is y is equal to, you take as A it is. So A is equal to minus omega square A. See, at an extreme condition, that is will be maximum. Extreme, at an extreme condition the acceleration is maximum. Extreme we can say. That is we can say acceleration is maximum. Minus omega square A. So these are the relations related to the acceleration and as well as the related to what? Cases. So this is the acceleration in the sense is the rate of change of velocity. So this is the derivation which related to acceleration. Now by using this, now we have to draw the graph also. Let us, based on the expression, so which expression we have to use? That is, we use the expression related to this. A is equal to minus a omega square sin omega t. It is in the form of a sine, no? Therefore, that particle, it is started from only mean, because the expression is represented in sine, no? When it is represented in sine, therefore, the particle started from mean position. Magar here it is given as minus, no? Minus in the sense is it is in the negative. Say the graph represented in negative. I'll show you. Here you take a graph related to acceleration and time. Acceleration and time. So it is represented, time is taken, and acceleration. Here it is represented as sin omega t. Of course, it is started from origin only. Magar it is given as what? Minus, so that it is as negative like this. So you say it is a t by 4 time, it is t by 2 it is, and 3t by 4, and it is t. This is the, like this represented, A is equal to a omega square sin omega t graph. See, it is no doubt it is a starts from origin only. Bagar it is what it is, we can say in the negative like this. So this graph, which we can say what? It is related to acceleration graph. Is it okay now? Right. Now on this basis, let us, we have some problems. On the basis of this acceleration and I mean to say velocity relation, there are some problems are there. I'll tell you first problem on the basis of acceleration and this one. Here the problem is given, find the velocity and acceleration. Is asking, problem it is, find the V and A when the displacement is equal to, it is given like this, half of the maximum displacement. Displacement is given half of the maximum displacement, that is we can say half of the amplitude. Find a velocity and acceleration at y is equal to a by 2, that is we can say half of the amplitude. At a find at a half of the amplitude, acceleration velocity is asking. So that here v is equal to, we know omega is a square minus y square. You take y is equal to a by 2, this is the question, find v and a at half of the maximum amplitude. So omega into root over a square minus a by 2 whole square. So it is omega into root over a square minus a square by 4. So it is omega into root over 4a square minus a square by 4. So here v is equal to omega into root over 3a square by 4 it is. So you can say 3a omega by 2. So a omega is nothing but we can also call a maximum, right? So here you replace a omega, v is equal to 3 by 2 v maximum. When half of the maximum amplitude, the velocity will be 3 by 2 of maximum. 3 by 2 of maximum. See, when at an half of the amplitude, the velocity will be represented 3 by 2 v maximum, or you say 3 by 2 a omega. Now coming to the next one, as well as we have to find acceleration also, right? That is, it is we can say minus omega square y. Directly we can take it to the second point, minus omega square y will be given as a by 2 whole square, sorry, a by 2 only. So minus omega square a by 2. Of course omega square a is nothing but, again see, it is also maximum acceleration represented. So a is equal to 1 by 2 a maximum. Suppose you write like this. Clear? This is the information related to the question. In the question given, find velocity and acceleration when the displacement is half of the amplitude. At half of the amplitude, the derivation and the equation and the solution will be like this. So we know the velocity equation, v is equal to omega into root over a square minus y square. And y is nothing but a by 2. Therefore you write here y place. Okay? Substitute here the value of a by 2, then a square by 4, then v is equal to omega into root over, here it is, you take a LCM, 4a square minus a square by 4. So that here V is equal to omega into root 3a square by 4. Then V is equal to 3a omega by 2. Then velocity will be like this. Clear? And your acceleration is same, minus omega square by, your y place you write a by 2. Then minus omega square, a is nothing but a max. Therefore a is equal to 1 by 2 a maximum. Is it okay? So this is the one question, and here I'll tell you another question on the basis of same. Everything is same, is asking find V and A. V and A when the displacement is equal to given as to be, it is given as to be like this. Look at, we can take like this. It is given a by root 2 at the displacement is equal to a by root 2 given. So that you take a by root 2 instead of y. Says you can also do this, because very easy, similar method, no? So the similar methods you do this, right? A by it is. So V is equal to omega into root over a square minus a by root 2 whole square. Simple. Y replace with a by root 2. A square minus a square by 2. So omega root 2a square minus a square by 2. That's all. Here we will get the V is equal to omega into, I think it is a root over a square by 2. Then V is equal to a omega by 2. But a omega is nothing but a V maximum. Clear? So that V is equal to V maximum by root 2. In similar way, acceleration also you take, that is minus omega square a by root 2. Of course, omega square a is nothing but a maximum. That is you take minus. So it is a maximum by root 2 like this. So this is a two example problems which are very easy, and this is the very easy method to get, right? And here I will give you another problem you do as homework. Yes, can you do that? Okay, so now I am giving the question for homework. Root 3 by 2 a you take. Displacement is equal to root 3 by 2 a you take, and find same velocity and as well as the acceleration. It is as the homework. Do this. Everyone did this, is do this. Right? Is it okay? This is you do as homework. And there is another question. See, now the question given like this. The displacement of a particle executing SHM is given by y is equal to 2 sin 100 pi t plus pi by 4. So the displacement equation, y is equal to 2 into sine of 100 pi t plus pi by 4. Then find, is asking now, V maximum is asking and A maximum is asking. Of course, first one B maximum, we know formula, it is A omega, and second is A maximum is nothing but a omega square A. These are the expression. The given the particle executing displacement equation, y is equal to 2 sin 100 pi t plus pi by 4. Then find V maximum as well as A maximum. V maximum formula A omega. So now we should identify the A and omega from this equation. There is a general equation is there, that we can say general equation y is equal to a sin omega t plus it is the pi. So compare these two expressions. It is y is equal to no, then a represented as 2 and omega represented as it is 100 pi, directly we can, and here phase is represented as the pi by 4. It is the phase difference, or we can call phase. Now we know a, we know omega, we know. Directly you write here a maximum is equal, or v maximum 2 into 100 into pi. So v maximum is equal to 200 pi, it is meter per second. Clear? Now coming to the acceleration, a maximum is asking no, then you take minus omega square a. Of course, omega will be what? The given omega will be what? Yeah, omega you take as 100 pi, 100 pi whole square into a will be 2. So it is approximately 10 power 4 into pi square into 2. So that here you say 2 into 10 power, or else you say it is pi square into 10 power 4 meter per second square. We can leave like this also, no problem, right? Or else you want to calculate, yes, you can calculate. Pi square value is approximately 9.8 because pi value 3.14, no? Pi will be what? Pi will be 3.14, that is will be 3.14 whole square you take, it is approximately will get the 9.8. Clear? So this is what it is related to one question for the given displacement relation equation, right? Yeah. Is it okay now? No. So this is about what it is, about a velocity and acceleration. 1-2 example problems related to the velocity and acceleration. Let us. We'll move to the next one. Actually, let me have the next one is in this next parameter, that is about a time period. You note down as the time period. Yeah, you take as a time period capital T. Capital T. Of course, time is different and time period is different. Sir, what is the time period? Time period is nothing but it is a time taken to complete a one rotation or one oscillation. That means here, suppose you take a one simple pendulum which is suspended like this. It is, we can say, mean position, right? From the ceiling it is suspended and it is pulled aside like this, right? It is the time taken, it is. This is we can call time taken from mean to extreme it is. Now after that what happens, again this bob reaches to the mean. It is also we can say time taken. From again mean position what happens, that bob is reaches to another extreme, because that is oscillate to and fro, to and fro, to and fro, right, to and fro. This is also fro. So now again it is reaches to the extreme, then from again it is reaches to the mean. This we can call as a time taken to complete a one oscillation. The particle started from mean and reaches to extreme and again reaches to mean, again reaches to extreme, then reaches to mean. If it is complete say like this, we can call as a time period. Time is different and time period is different, it is very clear. So suppose the particle which revolving in a circular orbit, you say at a point P it is there like this, right, and it is completed a one oscillation, yes, it reaches to the same. It is a time period, we can say. Time period is nothing but it is a time taken to complete. It is the time taken to complete. It is the time taken to complete one oscillation or one rotation or one vibration. Therefore, there is a formula is that T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Of course, this is there in the circular motion. Already we know this expression, but we know omega is equal to a, then just now we derived expression a is equal to minus omega square y. So omega is equal to root over a by y, right? Just write here time period instead of omega you take root over a by y. So time period is equal to 2 pi into root over y by a. It is the expression related to time period. It is a time taken to complete a one vibration or one rotation. Yeah, unit you say second. Clear? It is a time period related. It is a time taken to complete a one oscillation or one vibration. It is about a what? Related to the time period. And what about a frequency? The next parameter will be frequency. So the frequency is nothing but a what? Frequency. It is a reciprocal of time period. Reciprocal of time period. Time period in the sense is it is a time taken to complete a one oscillation. So the one oscillation, the time is taken to complete a for one oscillation. Whereas the frequency is nothing but a reciprocal. That means the number of oscillation made by a particle. Here we can say like this. Oscillation made by the particle in 1 second. That's what it is, a reciprocal. That's what we can say, reciprocal. It is a time taken to complete a one oscillation is nothing but a time period. It is the number of oscillation made by a particle in a 1 second. That is completing a number of oscillation in a 1 second. In a 1 second, if it is making a more number, that's what we can call. It is a frequency is 1 by time period. Frequency is 1 by time period. So that here we can say, we know time period formula, then frequency is equal to 1 by 2 pi into root over y by a. Then frequency is equal to 1 by 2 pi into root over a by. And what about the units? Of course, it is a reciprocal, no? You say second inverse, or we can also call hertz. Frequency is measured in hertz, or we can also say CPS, cycles per second. Sir, what about dimensional formula? Here dimensional formula is nothing but a T inverse. T inverse we can call, right? It is what it is related to frequency. Simple. Time period is reciprocal. Time period is the formula is T is equal to 2 pi into root over y by a, whereas the frequency will be 1 by 2 pi into root over a by y. That is y by a and it is a by y. So this is what it is related to time period and frequency relation formulas. Right. Next one. In this next parameter we can say phase. Sir, what is phase? It's nothing but a represented as like this. You remember phase is nothing but a, it gives the condition or it gives the state of the particle, and it is gives the direction of particle. Which one? Phase is nothing but a, it is gives the state or condition as regard from its mean position. That mean your mean position. Suppose I'll tell you one example. In a classroom, there are 40 number of students are there. Now the teacher or a lecturer saying about a one particular student. So the particular student is doing or is writing or is sleeping or something is doing. Yes, we can say from where the teacher is saying from, the origin is the stage. That is the, we can say phase. Phase is nothing but a, that is gives the state or the position of the particle as regard from the origin of the coordinate system or origin of the system. It's nothing but a phase. Very simple. Phase is nothing but a, It gives a state or condition as regard from its origin or from the mean position is nothing but we can call as the phase here. Right? We can say phase. That's what y is equal to a sin omega t plus pi. That pi represented as the phase. And let us will move to the next one. Epoch. This is epoch. It's nothing but also we can call like a pi only. So you don't say epoch is nothing but a what? Here the initial phase of a particle. Suppose the particle, it is in a like x, o, x dash, y, o, y dash. The starting phase of a particle. That means here the particle initially at a point P, after a time t the particle reaches to Q. So there is a phase angle, we can say phase, starting phase. That's what we can say, starting phase of the particle. Phase of the particle we can call as the epoch. So that we can also call as omega t, because it is nothing but a theta is equal to omega t, no? Yes. Starting phase is nothing but a pi is equal to omega t. So the epoch in the sense is we can say starting phase of a particle. Starting phase of a particle which we can call as the epoch. Right? So these are what? Related to the phase and epoch, or the like this we have the parameters in case of a circumference of a circle in a given a particular circular orbit, or we can say circumference of a circle on a reference circle. These are the parameters. First parameter we finished about a displacement, then after that amplitude, then after velocity, then after acceleration, then time period, frequency, phase and epoch. Epoch, everyone remember, it is the like this. Clear? So this is what it is, the about a reference circle parameters are finished. Clear? So this is what it is related to the today's class, and we'll meet in the next class. Thank you very much.